Do you want to know what being a young mom is like? Like, for real. And I say young mom because I'm a young mom. If you are an older mom or just a mom, make your own video and talk about it. But I'm going to say young mom because I'm a young mom. It is hard. And I feel like every other minute I'm just thinking, did I make the right decision? You know, should I have let her go to school? Did I make the right decision with even putting her in school? You know, because like the whole pandemic and stuff. It scares me so every day I'm scared. Because you don't know. We literally all just like trust, not even trust, because I don't know. Like, we kind of all just go with the flow. That's my only way I can explain it, is we're all just like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And then, you know, we handle whatever it is as it comes. For those of you who are young right now, and by young I mean in your 20s and even early 30s. I mean, and if you're older than that doesn't mean you're old, but God, whatever. Just really, really think about what you're going to be going through when you have a baby, a kid, right? Because me having a child at 14 was one of the best decisions I ever made. And I made it without knowing. I was literally just like, we're going to see how it goes. And now I'm here. I have a whole career because of her, you know? It's amazing, but it's also like just being a mother is so... What is this? I've been kind of stressing a lot, you know. It's barely the second week back to school. And Jules is loving it, but we've had some hard days during the first week. Actually, we had one hard day in the first week, and this week we've had 2 hard mornings. But other than that, everything has been fine. But every night when I go to bed, I'm always like, am I doing the right thing? Does anybody else feel like this? I know that other people feel like this. Can we like start a group chat or something where we can all, like, us moms just like talk about whatever we're stressing about and like just get advice from each other? Because all my friends don't have kids, and I have 2 friends and they don't have kids. My sister, I don't want to bug her, you know, she has a lot of other things going on. And everyone else that I know that has had kids, older wise, I don't like their parenting. So I'm not going to ask them for advice. I just want those of you who are young moms like myself, I want you to know that you're not alone in what you feel. Please listen to me when I say that. You are not alone. And I remember when I used to hear things like that, like, you're not alone, and things. Honestly, it would just go right over my head. But sometimes it would sit with me and I would be like, okay. And I think right now I really need to hear that I'm not alone with how much my anxiety has been triggered with Juliet going to school, because this is her first year in regular school, you know? This is probably one of the scariest times. It's hard. And here's the thing, it's like, I'm not trying to say that being a mom is just like full of stress and things like that all the time, because it's not. Like, being a mom is stressful 90% of the time, and then you still have that 10% where you can enjoy having a child. I'm kidding, obviously, but still, like, it is stressful, but majority of the time, it's just pure happiness. And again, you guys, I'm not trying to stress any of you guys out. If maybe some of you guys are pregnant with your first child or something like that. This is my first baby. Say what's up. I love her, right? We have so many like beautiful times together. Every single day is amazing with her. But I'm just being real. There are some times where I'm stressed out as a mom, and I really need to share with you guys once more something that is vital for me to have in order to get a good night's rest, because all of us moms know how hard it can be sometimes to just get to sleep. So let me show you something. Okay, I'm back home. I changed my pants. You guys can't see that, but whatever. Now, like I said, I've already talked to you guys about this, but it's really such an amazing app, and I really, really believe that you guys would love this. So those of you who have already downloaded it because of me, I know you guys are loving it. It's like you don't even need to, just don't, okay? But for those of you who are still like, I don't know what you're talking about, or you didn't maybe even see me talk about it before, now's your time. I am talking about Aura. You guys, I'm glad, you know, it's a sponsorship and everything. Thank you so much to Aura for sponsoring today's video. But Aura really does help me, you guys, like on another level. So for those of you who are like, what are you talking about? Aura is a new Apple award-winning app for mental wellness and sleep with over 5 million users. Basically, I use this app to help me sleep in stressful times like this. You guys, it's so important to me. Sleep is so important, not only for me, but for everybody. You need to get a good night's rest if you at least want to try and conquer the next day. And Aura has been helping me so much. If you guys download Aura, you can get access to meditation, stories, sound, like so many, thousands of these, okay? Right now, my favorite person on there, her name is Lauren Ziegler. Let me show you guys her real quick. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I might not be pronouncing that right though, but this is her. This is on my account, of course. Honestly, having Aura during this time where, you know what I'm saying, Juliet is going to school for the first time, and there's things that are happening, which I'll get into later inside the vlog, but there's things that are happening. I have a hard time sleeping sometimes, and Aura has been a lifesaver. Even Devontae uses Aura now. So if you guys want to download Aura and start a free trial, then right now you guys click the first link that you see down below inside the description, or you can type out the link right here on the screen, type it inside your web browser, and it'll take you straight there. It'll also be linked down below inside the comments, you guys. Just click my link and you can start a free trial and get an exclusive 25% off, you guys. Yes, 25% off. All you have to do is click my link, and please tell me, who are your guys' favorite voices on there? Who are you guys listening to? So if you guys find some of your favorite ones, definitely share them in the comments or even share them in my DMs. I don't mind it. And yeah, you guys, I love you. Let's jump right back into the video. Okay, we're making dinner. So glad I got to share Aura with you guys again. I really do think you guys are gonna love it. So make sure you guys go and download that. Let's get into what I've been stressing about. Okay, it's like I haven't been stressing about it, like I'm over it, but it's still on my mind, if you know what I mean. So, by the way, I'm making chicken Alfredo tonight. Right now I have my fettuccine boiling. Oh, camera's foggy, and then I have some, okay, the camera's so foggy, but either way, that's chicken and broccoli and zucchini. So, while that's cooking, basically, I was losing sleep a little bit because the first week of school, like I told you guys, was okay. We had one mishap, I guess 2 mishaps actually. So the first one being, I think it was on a Wednesday, Juliet, she was like kind of just not really having a good morning, and she was just telling me that she's gonna miss me, and there was tears at school. The teacher she didn't really step in, but Devontae kind of took her to the teacher. I had to step away from her because I had to step away from her because I started to get emotional. Literally, she was crying and I was holding her, trying to tell her. She was crying and I was holding her, trying to tell her that, you know, everything's okay, it's completely fine, it's gonna be a fun day. And, you know, I just felt myself starting to get emotional because I know how it feels to be uncomfortable at school and wanna go home. Now, obviously, I felt uncomfortable for other reasons, and maybe I can get into that a little bit, but I felt uncomfortable for other very serious reasons with being at school. For Jules, she, you know, she just missed me, and she was like, I miss you when I'm at school, and she was crying when I was holding her, and she was like, Mama, don't leave me here. My heart broke. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I feel like I'm gonna get emotional talking about it now, but it was literally, I just couldn't do it. And I told her, I was like, here, go to Dada. I like kind of moved her towards Devontae, and I got up and I just like walked. I didn't walk all the way away, but I kind of just walked to the corner. I had like tears. I'm wiping my eyes, trying to like pull myself together. There's other parents around. Nobody's looking at me, but you know, whatever. Jules on her phone. Anyways, so that happened, and leaving her there that day was very, very hard for me. Now, prior to that, Tuesday, we pick her up from school. It was a good day, and I'm like, oh, did you use the restroom? I'm asking her a bunch of questions in the car. Everything's fine. And I'm like, did anyone make you feel uncomfortable today at school? And she goes, yeah. What? And this isn't funny, but it's fine. She tells me that a boy in her class was touching her hair. I know there are people out there who are probably thinking like, okay, he touched her hair, what's the big deal? No, that's the big deal. Don't touch my kid. Like, my thing is, why are other people not teaching their kids to keep their hands to themselves? But then, I think like that, right? But then, I reel myself back in, and I'm like, Anicia, they're 5 and 6. They're 6-year-olds, you know? We could tell them shut up, and they're not gonna shut up. We could tell them clean their room, they're not gonna clean their room. You know, there's so many, and so all these thoughts are going through my head, right? She tells me this. All these thoughts are going through my head immediately. And I start to freak out. Not like out loud, but in my head. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like thinking of all these scenarios. I'm like, is this kid a creep? Like, who's his parents? What the heck? Do I call her teacher? Like, what do I do? And then I tell Juliet, did you tell him to not touch your hair? And she said, no, because he only speaks Spanish. And I was like, he only speaks, and I was like, okay, all right. No means the same thing in Spanish. So you could tell him, no, don't touch my hair. And she was like, okay, but I can't do that because then that's being mean and that's against the rules. And I was like, who told you that? So I told her, no, that's standing up for yourself, and you can stand up for yourself. After I tell Juliet that it's okay to stand up for herself, I start to think, should I call the teacher? Should I, ask Juliet to point out this little boy in the morning time so I can talk to his parents? What do I do to make sure that this doesn't happen again? Because whether it's a little boy, a little girl, a teacher, whoever, she remembered that made her feel uncomfortable. So when I brought up the word uncomfortable and who made you feel that way, that scenario popped up in her head. So that's how I know it affected her. So I wanted to nip it in the butt. So I start thinking like that. And Juliet says, oh, but a little girl behind me saw him touching my hair, and she told the teacher, and the teacher told him to stop. And obviously he stopped. So that made me feel a lot better, right? Because for those of you who are also like me, like, we hear a story and we jump to conclusion, we jump to, you know what I'm saying? Our mind just races. It made me feel really good to know that another little girl kind of maybe seen that Juliet was visibly uncomfortable, or maybe she just seen that, like, why is that little boy touching her hair? I'm snitching, you know what I'm saying? Not snitching, sorry, I shouldn't say that. But, I'm gonna tell. And her teacher stopped it. So that made me feel good, and it made me feel like, you know what? Calm down, Anicia. You don't need to step in. The teacher handled it, and obviously if she sees him touching her hair again, she will remember he was touching her hair last time. This is becoming a problem, and she'll handle it, She's been a teacher for years. She knows what she's doing, right? I don't need to step in. So, that happened. And I think my emotions were just like all over the place. So not only it being that, it's the first week of school, this is the longest Juliet has ever been away from me every day, 5 days in a row. I'm leaving her with this teacher that I trust because I met her, right? And I think her vibes are good and she seems really nice, but she's still a stranger, And just the fact that I have to well, I don't have to, but you know, I leave my daughter with her and it's just a lot. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. And it was keeping me up for some nights, you know? But then Aura helped me, so I'm good, I'm fine. But I was really stressing, you guys. And the only reason I'm sharing this is because, like I said, we're all young moms out here, moms, period. And I want you guys that think like me and that are like me to know, like, you're not crazy. Like, we're all thinking the same thing. We're all trying to figure this out. We're basically just like, every day, like, we'll see how it goes. Like, it's life, I guess. Anyways, my chicken Alfredo's done. I want to show you guys our plates. Okay, guys, so this is our fettuccine Alfredo. You can't even see the chicken in there, but I promise there's chicken. It's Juliet's bowl. And Devontae's, he doesn't like the bruschetta seasoning that I put on the top, which you're whack because it's super bomb.
So I'm just gonna say right now, I know there's probably a lot of girls, probably a lot of guys who are so pressed or irritated about the fact that we're eating on paper plates and these utensils right here.
I'll explain. So, you know how I just was explaining to you guys how I've been stressed out? You want me to be real? Do you want me to be really honest with you? I haven't done the dishes. If I flip this camera,
it's us.
If I flip this camera and show you guys what's over there, you're not gonna like me anymore. No, I'm just saying. No, I haven't done the dishes, bro. We do have dishes to use, like clean dishes to use for dinner right now. But my thing is, if there's already dirty dishes in the sink, why am I gonna let us dirty up some more dishes? No, it's not happening. We're using paper and plastic. That's it, all right? Anyways, but honestly, I think it's pretty normal. I'm pretty sure everybody watches this normally eats off paper plates if you don't want to do dishes. And if you say no, you're lying. We are gonna eat our dinner. We're gonna enjoy the rest of our day. I have my body is hurting so bad right now. We did legs today in the gym.
We'll have an even longer day tomorrow.
It's not okay. But I love you guys so much. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I mean, not necessarily enjoyed it, but I hope you got something from today's video. You know what I'm saying? And if you did, if you have other stories that you would like to share of you freaking out that maybe something others may think is like something small, definitely comment them down below. I promise I'll be responding to comments and everything. I love you guys so much. We gotta go. Bye.